this is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Hi, I'm Tyro Man. I'm at New York Comic Con 2015, and I'm talking with Jerry the King Lawler. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Tyro, man. This is one of the thrills of my life. I've heard so much about you over the years. You know, you hear about Superman, you hear about Batman, but I was always curious about Tyro Man. And now, finally, I get to meet you.
Yes.
But still, I'm still going to be wondering about your secret identity.
Well,
I mean,
that's got to keep secret.
It's got to stay secret, right?
Stay secret.
Okay. Well, Tyro Man, we're here at New York City Comic Con, and this is awesome. A lot of people here, a lot of characters. And when I first saw you walk by, I just thought you were one of these guys that are doing the cosplay.
Right.
But no, you're out here fighting crime, right?
Yeah, I'm an actual superhero.
He's an actual superhero.
Yeah.
That's right. Awesome.
Trying to do media the right way, you know.
Yeah.
Someone has to do it.
I know. Now look, when you talk, do you need to hold the microphone close to you?
Yes.
You need to do it like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I learned that early in my career as a radio broadcaster.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we talking about, Tyro Man?
So I want to hear a little bit about your career. You were a wrestler for many years.
Yes, many years. 45 years, as a matter of fact, I've been wrestling. I'm tired. I'm tired, Tyro Man. I'm not a superhero like you, just a regular guy that became a wrestler and have had thousands of matches and won more titles than any other wrestler in the history of the business, 168 championships. And now I'm the host of Thursday Night SmackDown on the Sci-Fi Network.
Oh, awesome.
And a lot of people have come through. And, you know, for 20-something years, 20-plus years, I hosted Monday Night Raw on the USA Network. Now I've switched to SmackDown on Sci-Fi, Thursday night, 8 p.m., and a lot of people come by and say, why don't you commentate anymore? And just because a lot of them apparently didn't know that I switched, and so they thought when I wasn't on Raw anymore, I was out of the business. But they say, why did you switch? And I said, to make SmackDown better. So now I'm on the best show, Thursday Night SmackDown, Sci-Fi. You love it, don't you, Tyro, man?
It's one of the best shows out there.
What?
One of the best shows out there.
Okay, I'm glad you do. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, Tyro, man. What's your favorite thing here at the Comic-Con other than me?
Comics.
You like comics?
I'm big into comics.
I can't get him to get this concept down
Yeah.
yet. That's okay. Can you still hear him when he's got the microphone pointed toward me? Okay. So what's your favorite comic, Tyro, man?
I like the team comics. X-Men, Avengers, Justice League.
So what's better, the DC Justice League or the Marvel Avengers?
It all depends on who's writing. It's always the writer, the stories.
It's about storylines and writers.
Yes.
So in other words, you don't think of these as real people.
No.
You don't? But you're a real person, aren't you?
I am.
You're a real superhero, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite superpower that a superhero has?
I think flight would be pretty awesome to have. I don't have that power myself. But
Oh, flight would be awesome. X-ray vision would be fun.
yeah.
Fun is
would be.
X-ray vision would be especially fun at this New York City
yeah.
Comic-Con. What would you do if you had X-ray vision?
I don't think I want to.
Let's not.
I can't soil my.
You know what would be cool to be like invisible sometime too.
Invisible would be a good thing.
Yeah. And now the Invisible Man, he wasn't a superhero, was he?
No. If I remember the movie, he was kind of a villain.
I remember when the Invisible Man married the Invisible Woman, and their kids were nothing to look at either. But anyway, look at this guy over here. He's kind of scary looking, isn't he, Tyro Man?
He is.
Okay.
I got to keep an eye on him.
Let's definitely keep an eye on him. Now, what else you want to talk about? We've talked enough about wrestling. What about my artwork and my comic books? You like comic books?
Yeah.
I've done the artwork on the Headlock comic books. Now, baby, hand me a Headlock comic book. Look at this poor, beautiful young lady here working hard. The guy can't move the camera. He's just stuck. It's just, no, never mind, don't try. This is called Headlock Comic. It's a comic book written by Mike Kingston. Is that better? How's that? It's a Headlock. It's a comic book written by Mike Kingston, and I drew the cover for. I did the artwork for the cover of this, And it's about a young man who's trying to break into the wrestling business, and it shows you a lot of the behind the scenes and what goes on, and the underlying things that you have to go through to get into the wrestling business. It's a really neat book. It's got some good storylines. Yeah.
I love the cover, how you did throwback to like Saturday Night Post.
It's like a Saturday Evening Post. That came out before Saturday Night Post. And it's you're right. It's like an old Norman. Excuse me.
Norman Rockwell.
This must have been that tacos I had for lunch. But anyway, it's a throwback to a Norman Rockwell cover. And the next one that's coming out is also another throwback to the Norman Rockwell cover. I'm a big Norman Rockwell fan. As a matter of fact, last Wednesday, I spent the entire day in Norman Rockwell's home in Stockbridge, Massachusetts, going through his museum, actually visiting his gravesite. And if you're ever in Stockbridge, Mass, go see the Norman Rockwell Museum. Go see his home where he lived, the Red Lion Inn, Main Street of Stockbridge. It's a famous painting in itself. Yep. And then the cemetery where Norman is buried. So, this is a fun piece. And if you get a chance, get yourself a headlocked comic.
Headlocked comic.
Tyro, man, you don't talk a lot. You're a man of few words.
I am.
Why is that?
I let the guests do the talking.
Oh.
Because it's really all about the guests.
Well, have I done enough talking for you, Tyro, man?
Well, do you want to tell us about your video? Or?
Nah.
No? Okay.
WWE put out finally, after only been there 23 years, and they finally came out with a Jerry Lawler DVD, and it tells my entire life story. It's called It's Good to Be the King.
If people want to follow you online, you have a website?
If people want to follow me online, I'm on all of social media. I have a website, which is kingjerrylawler.com. I am at Twitter. It's at Jerry Lawler. That's tough to remember, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what else? Facebook. I'm not too much into Facebook. Are you?
I try to update it, but it's time consuming. I don't have time.
Does anybody still do MySpace? That's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, MySpace seems to.
I wanted to combine MySpace and Facebook and call it My Face. But that didn't fly.
Nah. Good idea, though. I like it.
You like that?
I like it. Well, thank you for taking time to talk to us. It's awesome.
Tyro, man, this has been a thrill. You can't imagine how overjoyed I've been at being here, on a guest on your show. When's this going to air?
In a few months.
In a few months. Well,
Yeah.
actually, it's airing now when you're seeing it, but this was probably done then a few months ago.
Yes.
Now, Tyro, man, is this going to be one of those things where you do reruns? Do you ever re-show a show over and over again?
Oh, yeah.
So this
put
may
up
be
on
on in perpetuity.
Yeah, we put it up on YouTube. It's up on YouTube.
YouTube.
So people come and watch it all the time. People are
I
like,
like that.
I want to check in on you. Watch it.
Let's combine YouTube and Facebook and call it, MySpace and YouTube and call it MyTube. Would that be work? Your tube and MyTube. Well,
MyTube.
my girlfriend here says they just opened the door to the men's room, so I got to go. Tyro, man.
Okay. Thanks again.
It's been exciting.
Yes.
You have a tremendous amount of charisma. That must
thanks.
be what draws people to you, Tyro, man.
Yeah, I try.
Look at that. Look at that smile. So now what do we do? How do we sign off on these shows?
We just say, tune in next time on Tyro TV.